Good evening. I'm Ashphord Jacoway for Nerd Caliber, and I'm at the Paley Center for Media in Beverly Hills, California, at the premiere of the Batman Dark Knight Returns Part 2. And check it out. Doesn't he look fabulous? There's going to be a lot of celebrities tonight, including Kevin Smith, as well as Bruce Timm, the wonderful executive producer, and people from Warner Brothers as well. So please stick around and stay tuned for the interviews. So, since it is Batman here, are you a fan? That's always the question everyone wants to know.
Oh, I'm a huge Batman fan. Of all the superheroes, he is my favorite. I think because he's human and he has the possibility of going rogue, of making human choices and maybe sometimes not the right choice, whereas Superman's always going to make the right choice. He's the Boy Scout. He's got that innate sense of what is right and wrong. Batman, there's always that wild card, like, is he gonna, and especially in this piece where he's so disheartened, he's really like given up on the city. And what's interesting for me in this piece is watching him turn around and go, you know what, I can no longer just sit by and watch what's going on. I have to take action. And that to me is compelling.
I'm here with Bob Gavin. He is the writer for Batman.
So my job was kind of twofold. It was to do whatever it took to make this work as a movie, to adapt the books to a movie, but at the same time adhere to the source material. To really, the way I look at it is, I got into Frank's head. I tried to honor his intention, even if it meant changing the specifics. But I hope that people like the way it came out, that it does feel like a true and respectful adaptation of the source material.
I'm here with Jay Oliva. He is the director of the new Batman series. So, Jay, my question as an artist, I want to know, have you had any scenes that you had a lot of difficulty directing specifically for this one, or that you had to really bring out a lot of emotion and sort of darkness that happened with the actors and that kind of experience that happened?
I think the one scene that I think that we had to, at least I had to really figure out was the Joker versus Batman scene. For me, it's kind of an odd kind of fight sequence, because what I wanted to do is I wanted it to feel like it's the last clash between these two, arch nemesis of Batman, and it has to be the end-all be-all of Joker versus Batman, or else the audience will watch it and think, no, that's not how Joker should go out, Right. And so that's for me was hard, because I wanted to make sure I gave it the kind of gravity and kind of pay respect to what the source material has, but at the same time add my own flair to it.
And how did you get to the point of being Batman?
Yeah, you have to draw on every single thing that you've ever done in your life that's horrific, and every single thing you've done in your life that's beautiful.
So when it comes to with the actors, did you have any say in which ones you wanted to pick per se? Because I know there are a lot of people who did TV as well, but they weren't necessarily voice actors originally.
Right.
How did that sort of come about?
Every one of these things is a little bit different. We always, whenever we start casting one of these things, we sit in a room with myself and the director and Andrea Romano, and we just start throwing out different ideas. I specifically wanted somebody for this movie who, for Batman especially, because we've done so many different Batmans, is I wanted somebody who didn't sound like Kevin Conroy, who sounded, again, very unique. And at one point, we threw out a bunch of different ideas, and for one reason or another, they weren't working. And I came up with this idea. I said, well, it'd be kind of neat, because the comic was in 1986. It'd be neat if there was a big action star from the 80s. They would be older now. They would be about the right age for Batman in this story. And then I think Jay Oliva was the one who came up with oh, Peter Weller. And I went, oh my God, RoboCop. That would be awesome. So, and Buckaroo Banzai. So that's how that came about.
The movie was awesome. The interviews, I hope you enjoyed. And thank you very, very much for watching. I'm Ashphord Jacoway for Nerd Caliber, and see you next time.